Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
All right, as you can see, we are live in Texas. In Arlington Stadium, the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. We got the Cowboys at 0-4. It's week 5 versus the Cleveland Browns, whose record I don't know. We'll find out just a little bit. Real quick pause on this. Oh no, the kicker said it's time to go. That is not how we want to start this game off, boy, with the kicker, the kicking staff, the coach, and everybody on a different page.
That's not how you want to start the game.
Not how we want to start the game. I just said that.
Penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
I thought I need to get my eye drops. I got them. I'm right here.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 51 yards.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Elliott brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Oh, man, come on.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Flushed out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Prescott now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Chubb on the carry.
Wow, gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
3, Cowboys nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, they are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team. They tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
From the 29, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After 1 on EA Sports.
3, Cowboys nothing.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
33-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Number 24,
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Return team. Come on, man. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll run with Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 49-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with a... The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
21.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 16.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Prescott on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Aldrick Rosas lining up for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's the way. Like 22, he's coming.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Like 22, like 22. Not here. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Like 47. Like 22, like 22. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the 22.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Owns nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Like 42, like 42. Here we go. 42's the mark, 42. Hey, 47.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
first and 10 at the
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also in the field goal range at the 28. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. First down, Prescott. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On second and goal, Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie C.D. Lamb, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and avoids the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
35-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So thanks to the late field goal. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, what a move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Boys. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
It's 4th down.
So that'll back him up 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll let it go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
A gain
A
of
big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
and 10 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Final minute now of the third quarter.
2nd and 10.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And Wilson has it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there.
And now it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A run for Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he's flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. But I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Mayfield on first down. Quickly into the hands of Becker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mayfield's pass.
Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. Dances by him. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
3-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game starts to open up as the game moves on.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Like 22, like 22. 47. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Like 26.
Now Prescott steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And Wilson with it, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
3-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 42's mark. 42's mark. I got it. Jump, 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 jump. Check 13. Check 13. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Prescott from the gun. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
covered by Denzel Ward.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A first carry now for Dwayne Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Mayfield to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Prescott to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Alberto. Alberto Cuebuna was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Michael Gallup, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.
Wow, another crushing loss. This time we actually thought we had a shot.
Sometimes it's just sharpening
that one hurt.
Sharpening your focus.
That's alright.
Maybe
Big.
doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.
I can't even get it out. Big game.
And that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Division play starts
our
next
entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
404. And 2 picks, but it really hurt. 53%. Okay. You were dealing with that 78%, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I'm sorry. You were dealing. Big run. 1 big run. 66 yards. And 7 carries after that. First 100-yard game for us. I said, man, you a baller. I miss you, Mike. Yeah, bro.
They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.